Hey YouTube gun lovers, what's going on? So I've been getting lots of questions and people asking to see some more of this gun, and I was kind of looking around and not too many other people have any videos of that brace up here, so this could help myself. People want to see it, so put it up here. And I'll tell you kind of some of the stuff I got on this gun too. I'll go down that road because people are asking, so I can give you some better impressions of this because I got plenty more rounds behind it than the previous video. So before we get started, if you like what you see, please do subscribe and throw a thumbs up because that helps. And without further ado, alright guys, so what's the status on my Tailhook Mod 2? So I've had it for, let's say, I guess going on 3 months, and I probably have around 500 rounds through it now or so, and it's causing major malfunctions. Just kidding, not a thing, right? I mean, maybe the spring or the buffer tube or whatever. No, it works fine. I don't notice a difference with the little bit of wobble that's in there. I shoot it like a pistol. As soon as I go to the range, I open this thing up and I'll shoot it like this, which you probably saw in the intro video, right? One thing I noticed when you're doing that, the safety selector is hard to get at. You see if I can demo it. You're holding it like that. It's really, the angle you're at is challenging to get at the safety. So it's tough to get the safety off when you're holding it like this. Unless you cheat your hand down a little bit, hold it right there, and then you can work the safety a little bit. But it just doesn't feel natural to have your hand down that far. So maybe if I do that, I don't know. Maybe that's better. Extend the length of pull. No, still kind of messes with my hand. But whatever, right? Is that a con? I don't know. I don't spend most of my time shooting it like this anyway, so not a huge deal. So something else I talked about in my original video when I was looking for cons was the ledge right here. So let me see if I can get a close up of that. Yeah, but you can see I shaved it down. this ledge, you can see this flat ledge right here. That went all the way around and circled around the top. You can see how tall that stands, and it's kind of flat. It's a flat wall basically. Right there, okay. And that went all the way around, up across the top too, and it was causing issues with my charging handle, bumping into it, like hitting a flat wall, and it would lock up right there. So I don't really like that plan. So like, especially it was more prevalent when this thing was all the way extended, because there's more room, more leeway for the charging handle to go down on you and kind of hang up on that wall if you're not totally accurate with pulling it exactly level out of the upper receiver, right? So I just took a utility knife and shaved it down like so. Let me see if I can get down there. Yep, looks kind of sloppy, right? I don't really care. Works. Yep, so, and with that, I don't notice any, like, I'll pull down on this one. Oh, see it hung up. I guess it still hangs up a little bit if you're pulling down hard, like trying to scrape the buffer tube, but that was without trying to, and it went over the top of it, like it got routed up by that angle cut, so I don't know. It works. I shot it a bunch, and I didn't have any issues. Like, it didn't get hung up on me when I was shooting, so not a big deal, I guess. Depends how much you run your charging handle. Because if you're reloading from an open bolt, then you won't notice it. I guess if you're reloading in the middle of a fight and you're just topping off, like an admin type reload, you won't notice it because you're not running your charging handle. Perhaps if you get a double feed, you might have issues. I don't know. Personally though, I don't typically run braces or buttstocks all the way extended unless I'm kind of through magnified optics or something like that. I don't know, it just, maybe I'm just got used to like a compressed stance like this with my shoulder brought up into my cheek weld. Maybe that's just what I'm used to, I don't know. But, and the closer this thing is, the less that affects it. But let's be real, that was a problem before I shaved it down. Like, it was hitting on that, it would stop the charging handle. Which, yeah, not into that. But let's talk about how it feels, right? As far as a pistol brace, it feels great. I mean, it's one of the best, it's the best thing I've ever used, because it doesn't take you 15 minutes to get strapped into it, right? You just open that thing up, grab it, and it's legit, like, supports the weight of the gun. It's not even challenging to hold it like that. So the design's awesome for shooting it like a pistol. And if you slip and it bumps into your chest or your shoulder, or you're so inclined to shoot it from the shoulder, right, it feels fine. Doesn't hurt, doesn't dig in. Does it feel like a buttstock? No, right? But it works. So I guess real question is, will I buy it again, knowing what I know now? Seeing that there's, I don't know, so the SB Tactical came out with a new brace this year at SHOT Show, but it doesn't look as rigid as this one. I think it's made of rubber. Don't quote me. I'm just throwing stuff out there from what I saw. Right, I don't know for sure, but it looks like a rubber bottom piece, and I don't know how much I like that idea. I like it more rigid. Like, I prefer a CAC blade to that one, because of the rigidity of it. Is that a word? Rigidity? I don't know. But, so, would I buy this again was the question. Yeah, I would. Yeah, this is just I'll buy another one and shave the top edge of it down just because there's nothing else really in its class, I guess. Even though it's expensive. Really expensive for what you get. Yeah. Is what it is, right? If you want it, get it. I think it's cool. it looks cool, right? And that's probably one of the most important things, right? Looking cool, get training so you look cool, like Grand Thumb says. Alright, so enough about that. Now let's talk about this gun, stuff I got on it. So Daniel Defense 1.7 twist, 11.5 inch government profile. Cold hammer forged barrel. 1.7, I think I said that. 1.7 twist. This is a Daniel Defense 10.0 light rail, LITE. It's kind of like the Riz, I think, but it's in black. It's pretty light. It's lightweight aluminum, but super high strength, and it's got a really robust attachment system, as you can see. I really got it because of looks, though. Honestly, when I put this thing together, I like the looks of that rail because I like the look of a Mark 18, right? So I thought I'd kind of mimic that look. And then I got a Voltor MUR1 upper receiver with the forward assist. I got a Seekins SP223 lower on this one. Again, for looks, because it looks pretty bad, in my opinion. And after watching The Walking Dead, I saw Sonya, I think her name is, was carrying around a Seekins lower. I was like, man, okay, I gotta get one. That's a cool looking piece of, yep. So yeah, there's that. I got LWRC ambi safety selectors on here, which I'm a big fan of. I think I talk about them in some other videos. I like the way they attach to the gun. They go in with a roll pin that goes in vertically through like that direction, right? Not a thread-on thing that comes on and off this way. I like that attachment system better. Let's see what else I got. I got this POF end plate that's got QD sockets on both sides, and it's hard to get your castle nut tight with that thing on there, honestly, because the castle nut wrench only goes so far, and the gap between where you can grab into it is tough to. Maybe I just need a different style of castle nut wrench or something, but it was tough. It was tough to get tight. Like there wasn't a lot of room. I got a in-point micro T2 on here. Basically strictly because I got a 6x magnifier. That's the only reason I can see a difference between the T2 and everything else I've ever tried as far as glass clarity goes. To shoot it with the 6x and be satisfied, T2 is much more clear than other optics. So I've got two of these, and I've got a Holosun. If I put any other guns together, I'll probably be rocking Holosuns, honestly. And the price of MROs are coming way down. I may throw an MRO on one. I don't know if I'll be spending that much money on more aim points, honestly, because the Holosun I got in my safe on my CZ Scorpion pistol is still kicking. So whatever, I'm gonna just use it till it stops working, and that's just convincing me more and more that I should get more of them and put them on my other guns too. So probably do that. I just run an A2 birdcage on this thing, by the way. I don't mess around with brakes and comps and stuff anymore because I've had to grab guns in a hurry and run outside and shoot at vermin and didn't have ear protection, and brakes hurt. Brakes effing hurt your ears when you shoot them without protection, even outside. Like I felt pain immediately after shooting my the primary weapon system FSC on my Scar 16. It hurt, instant pain. So I immediately took the battle comp off of here and put this bird cage on and put a bird cage on my Scar light. Yep. My lights, I just run a TLR 1HL, and I've got it at 6 o'clock on this one because I got the remote pressure pad. I got the remote tail cap, and it came with a pressure pad that I just have zip tied. Well, it's in these little rail brackets that holds it on, and I zip tie the ends of it down. And those haven't melted yet, and I get this thing hot as hell, so looks like it's gonna hold up. And the little cable management with some like what the heck's it called? Twist ties, right? Just some cable management. I got a Magpul QD mount up here. Angled one. Yep. I got a Magpul, the plastic flip up front sight. Then I got a Troy DOA rear sight, which never used really. I don't know why they're on there. Probably just for looks. LWRC charging handle, which is pretty baller. BCM grip. A whole bunch of cool stuff in there. A little survival kit, you know. A couple extra batteries. Like a guitar pick for turning caps off, stuff like that, and adjusting optics. Batteries for light and the aim point I think I have in there. Yep. Guess that's about it. An AFG. Oh, and I run a Magpul MS4 QD sling. I got a couple of them, so I like to stick with the same system. And it's a pretty cool sling. Works well. It's pretty quick to adjust and go from sort of 2-point to one single point. You just literally grab this bail right here, this big plastic piece, and rip down on it, and your sling is just opened wide up. Take that off, hook it in here, and you're running single point. You got plenty of space. You need to tighten it up, you just reach for that plastic buckle, and pull it all the way around, and cinch it right back up, and it's tight. So it's nice for if you're walking around and you want to sling it tight to your body, across your chest, 2-point style. It just keeps it nice and tight. Or if you're climbing, you got to put it behind you, roll it around. It's nice and tight. And then if you wanted to go single point, then it's easy to do so. You swim out, run it like that. Yeah. So yeah, I did the sling. Yep. Guess that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the gun porn, some eye candy. If you got any questions, just leave them in the comments box, or if you got any suggestions what you want to see me doing, let me know. Try to do it. And keep promoting your Second Amendment, folks. Call your representatives. Don't let this new craziness happen they're trying to do. So again, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already and you like what you see, please subscribe and throw a thumbs up. Thanks. Have a nice day.